I'm going to tell you, I can't believe it happened. In fact, I picked Georgia to win this ball game. Notre Dame beats them. I know Georgia didn't have their quarterback, but how many times have we seen Georgia walk out onto a field, was supposedly missing this player or that player, and they put on a great performance, and then the Georgia fans tells you, well, that's just what we do at Georgia. Our water boy, he runs faster than your starting running back. Well, today, Notre Dame beats them, eliminates them from the college football playoff. The only SEC team in the college football playoff right now is the newbies, Texas. And newsflash, I don't think they're going to be in after this game. But Notre Dame, congratulations to the Fighting Irish. Congratulations to Marcus Freeman. There's a play he caught. I'll talk about that in just a second. First, just real quick, if you like talking college football, you like supporting independent media, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Remember, it is free. I appreciate it. Listen, Notre Dame came into this ball game, and they had talented players. Riley Leonard is a very talented football player. This guy, 6'4", 220-ish. They have players. Here's the problem. At times this season, even when they won after that Northern Illinois game, they just didn't look impressive at times. Well, Brian, they won all their ball games. So did Indiana, except for that one. But my point is that Notre Dame, you knew that they could do certain things, but I'm just telling you, I was looking at them going, man, I just don't see it. Now, going in and beating Indiana, that's one thing. I mean, it's nice what happened for Indiana this season. But that's not really a telltale. You get into the Notre Dame-Georgia game, even with Georgia missing their quarterback. I mean, the last time I checked, Georgia still had like most, if not all, of their defensive players. And everybody at this time of the year suffering from injuries. And you step back and you just ask yourself the question, can Notre Dame go nose to nose with Georgia? It's a fair question. This is not anything that's a stretch of imagination. We've seen Notre Dame over the past, many years. Go into games you thought, okay, they've got this. They've proven themselves, and then they blow it. And if there was ever a game that screamed that they were going to blow it, it was this one. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, Georgia's going to pull out some magical scheme that's going to alleviate the pressure from Gunnar Stockton, and they're going to go out and win. The Georgia fans are going to talk trash. They're going to laugh. They're going to have a good time and say, look at this. See, we're Georgia. And Notre Dame beats them. I'm shocked. I picked Georgia to win. Notre Dame beat them. And, it was eyebrow raising. Trevor Etienne, 11 carries, 38 yards. Gunnar Stockton did throw for 225. But I'll tell you this. Gunnar Stockton threw the ball. And I mean, we saw guys drop. That one massive drop. I mean, that was unbelievable. Had he been playing against Clemson, he'd have caught that pass. He'd have broke 14 tackles, ran through the back of the end zone, and made out with one of Clemson's cheerleaders. Playing against Notre Dame, he drops it, falls flat on his face. Riley Leonard, here's what's so funny about this. Riley Leonard came into this game and passed 23 times, only completed 14 passes for 88 yards and 1 touchdown. You want to talk about funny? Now that's funny. I mean, good grief. You tell me a guy doesn't even break 100 yards passing against Georgia, and you say they beat Georgia? I'd laughed in your face. But Riley Leonard did it. I mean, I'm serious. I can't believe he did it. What did he rush for? Did he rush for what? 80-something yards? But Notre Dame was just, and this is, by the way, this is something, the Bulldogs, they're normally, they're the most physical team on the field. They are. Trust me, I've seen them. And we've seen Notre Dame be physical over the years. And then they would get into a game, and yeah, they were physical, but they got outplayed. They would get outplayed. Again, Notre Dame has dropped the ball so many times when they get into big games versus really good teams. I'm just saying, this had it written all over it. Not this time. Congratulations to Notre Dame. They're moving on. Let me see. Who are they playing? Penn State? Yeah, so it's what? Penn State and Notre Dame. You have Texas and Ohio State. Now, say what you will about the Fighting Irish needing to join a conference, but friends, let me be the Southern voice of reason. I have no clue why they need to join a conference. Why? So they can get a bye and lose? Georgia lost. Arizona State lost. Boise State lost. Oregon lost. They all had byes. Gone. Talk about bye. Bye-bye. They're gone. It's crazy. It's crazy. Get to the comment section real quick. Get in here. Let me see. Helped Redmond. The byes killed them. Turnovers lost that game. 14-point swing in the first quarter. Helped Redmond. Thanks for supporting the channel. I see the symbol beside your name. Thank you for doing that, Jared. See, sucks to see my dogs lose, but that's the part of the game. Honestly, didn't expect us to win with the starter on the second game. I'll be rooting for Notre Dame moving forward. Do you think the first round byes could be a disadvantage for teams? I mean, normally it helps them. But hey, who knows? Who knows, my friend? SEC biased, exposed playoffs, prove SEC overrated, Tennessee slapped. You know, the interesting part about all of that, about that was a lot of people argued that there should be more SEC teams in based on strength of schedule. Logically, that's actually true. Actually, that does make sense. Here's the problem. When Bama goes out and loses to an underwhelming Michigan team, and when you see Georgia do what they did. Again, folks, I know somebody's going to come on here and say, we didn't have our starting quarterback. That wouldn't have mattered. In most games, Georgia, I don't care what game it is, Georgia has been notorious for coming out and winning a ball game, and it's like, see, next man up. I mean, if you're going to live by that, you can die by it. And it's just, I'm actually kind of shocked right now. I picked Georgia to win this game. But Notre Dame knocked them out, and, it's interesting. Hamp, do you know, I don't know who the DC will be yet. I'm hearing reports that Tim Banks is not going to be. I don't know how true that's going to be. But all I can say is that I'm hearing some rumors, but none of them's confirmed. None of them's confirmed at this point. So, well, folks, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe. I just crossed 7,000 subscribers. My channel is young. And to have 7,000 subscribers, and I'm not on major media, a lot of people who has a big following, believe it or not, a lot of them are a part of a major network. I'm not. I'm just a dude talking about, talking about Clemson football, college football. So if you like supporting independent media, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Remember, subscribing is free, and drop me a line in here and let me know that you're in here. Y'all take care of yourself. Congratulations to Notre Dame. And as always, go Tigers.